Tonight I am going to be going over what I bought instead of a 5090. Assuming I don't make a ton of money soon. But based on my current budget, I bought this stuff instead of a 5090, which I had originally budgeted for. I was planning on buying a 5090 the day that they were available, like all the other techie types. But I decided this would be a better investment, especially if I'm going to keep making these YouTube videos. So I will get into it. So this is my media creation bundle. I have some other gear as well, but this is what I specifically bought for creating stuff for the channel, both at home as well as on the road. So this kit right here is going to be with me on the road. This other device won't, but this is going to help me with videos at home. So I guess let me put this off to the side. We'll go over that in a minute, because that is for something else. So I am going to show you a few of the gadgets that I've bought and go over what I'm going to use them for. So the first, probably the largest thing that I got is this. So it's a little bit older, but it'll do the job great. A lot of the video that you've been seeing on the channel has been with this. This is a Sony Alpha A7 III. At the moment, I have the Sony, you can see it, the Sony Zeiss. It's a Sony, but it's also a Zeiss. I don't even know how they do that, but it's a Sony Zeiss 24-70, which at the moment is perfect because I recently upgraded my lighting, and I was using a faster lens, which I still have, but for the moment, that's the perfect lens. And then the other thing I have, I'm not going to go over what any of this cost. It's not really relevant. A lot of people like to go over that, but it's not relevant for what we're doing here. I'm hoping that eventually someday this channel will be able to make enough money that it won't matter what this stuff costs, but that's a long time away. So this is a Sony G Master 24mm f1.4, which for people who don't know camera gear, this lens lets me take photos or videos in really, really low light. It was more necessary than it is at the moment, but it is still useful for some things. Put that back. Using the wrong case for it, so it doesn't quite fit right in this case. Okay, so next thing we have for the camera is this. This is a external flash. This probably won't be used a whole lot for the channel. I might use it every now and then when I'm doing photos of like video cards, stuff like that. But for the most part, this is for stuff when I'm on the road, so I can do if I need a little bit extra lighting, but mostly not for the camera or for the videos. Then I have a DJI OM. I believe this is called a DJI OM6. Is that what this thing's called? It doesn't have a label on it. I believe this is the OM6. This is a primarily a gimbal for my phone. So this will allow me to do stabilized video with the phone, which I won't be doing as much as I might have in the past for reasons that'll be apparent soon, but that's what this is. Okay, so let's put this back in here. Trying to keep this all organized. I got it all nice and organized the other day. That thing's getting off of focus, darn it. I had this all nice and organized the way I want it, so I'm gonna try to keep it that way. Okay, so this may end up being the most used of all of the equipment here. So this is a DJI, the heck do they call this thing? This is the DJI Pocket. Man, I'm so bad at this. Bought all this stuff, can't remember what it's called. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That's what this is called. It's a little mini video device. This is going to allow me to do quick, easy videos, mainly while I'm on the road. I'll be using this when you'll every now and then you'll see my talking head videos when I'm in the hotel. This is what's going to do most of those. It's a lot easier. I wanted a convenience camera, something that I could just pull out and shoot with, whether it be stuff in the hotel room, whether it be like get out of my car, say, hey, here's the cool place I'm at, you know, blogging, vlogging type stuff. I also added this other little accessories for it, which those of you who have one of these may or may not be familiar with this. It's just a little magnetic clip. I can't remember what brand. I think maybe K&F Concepts or something. I don't know, but it's a magnet. It's got a magnet here so I can magnetize it to stuff. I don't have anything metal to put it on, but, or it also lets me do, it'll also let me have it like sitting like that as well. I might be able to use it to help me jam it into like a fan or something when I'm in the car to take video that way as well. And that comes with a little microphone of its own. Very nice mics. I've tested them actually. They work quite well. And then it also, this is what they call the creator bundle. So it's got its own little mini tripod, which I bought a better, actually my phone is sitting on the actual tripod that I bought for this, but I've got a couple of options for that. And then you also have a little mini battery handle. It's got a little battery in it and it plugs in. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have a bigger, it's got a smaller battery than the device, which kind of surprises me because it's almost the size of the device. But and then there's some little lens attachments and some other stuff. So that is that. Those of you who know who know what this is will know that this is probably going to be a very useful tool for what I'm trying to do here. Let's see if I can get this all back in there. There we go. I've got so much stuff, it's hard to fit it all. Okay, what's next? What do we want to go over next? Oh, the next cool, let's see, I've got this. Kind of a dumb utility item, but it'll come handy. 20,000 milliamp hour battery. This will be to charge the Osmo as well as batteries for the Sony when I'm on the road. I'm guessing it'll be more than sufficient for even the most extreme circumstances. That. Then I got a bunch of batteries for the camera. I think I've got 3 extra batteries, 2 Sony originals, and then I'm also messing around with K&F Concepts with the built-in micro SD or USB-C charger built straight into the battery, so we'll see how that works. Then I got this. This is another cool device. Actually, it's partly the same thing I just showed. So this is the DJI Mic 2, or DJI Mics 2, however they call that. So this has 2 of these. You can see the other one in there, and they go in. It's a big charging case, and then it has this base station that connects to basically anything you want. It's got a standard 1/8 inch mic out, and you can just plug it into whatever you want with a microphone port. That was actually, the DJI stuff was actually really expensive for what it, at least for what I expected. For what I'm used to some of this kind of stuff costing, it was a little on the expensive side, and I was a little on the fence, but all the reviews said this is the stuff, you got to get this stuff, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. It wasn't a question of whether I had the money, it was just a question of like I mean, any of you who know what this is know how much these cost, and for what it was, I guess I'm used to that kind of money being DSLR kind of money, so I was a little uncomfortable spending that kind of money on something like this, but after playing around with it, I think it may end up being worth every cent I paid for it. So, okay, so let's see here. All of this stuff fits basically perfectly in this bag. I wanted a bag that could fit all of it, but also be really tiny and on the go with me. Kind of debating on the flash. I might not really need the flash with me, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, then the next thing I have is another very cool toy that I picked up. So this, it always has the little thumb things come off. This is a portable Windows computer. This particular unit is a GPD Win 3. They have a newer model out, but I got a really good deal on this for a price that made sense for the way I'm going to be using it, because the way I'm going to be using it, it's not going to get enough use to justify what the device is actually worth had I bought it retail. So I wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't have gotten a smoking deal on it. And that'll let me do very minor photo editing if I want, or more often what it'll be used for is storage and offloading of images. Okay, so then I have storage, plenty of storage. We've got a external 1 terabyte SSD, and then I have a external 5 terabyte hard drive. And then the last item that we have and I gotta be careful here. I'm gonna break something. There's so much stuff stuffed in here. Okay, so the last item that we have is this. This is something I've been wanting to get for quite a while. Not this specific model. I didn't know what I wanted until I actually went and started shopping. But I was wanting for a while to get a little more professional with my lighting. So this is a small rig RC220B. It is a very, very bright, like, studio type light. It's fully brightness adjustable, and it's also color temperature adjustable. So I can get the color all set up right so that it matches with the white balance and stuff looks right when I'm filming. So at the end of the day, yeah, this is the stuff I bought with the money I had otherwise marked, maybe a little more than I had otherwise marked for the 5090 purchase, and I hope I can use it to make some cool videos and maybe get a little higher quality stuff than I have in the past, and kind of give you guys a little insight into all the tech stuff and traveling and stuff I do. So hope you guys found this interesting and just kind of a talking head type video showing you guys what I'm up to. So thanks for watching the video.